Hi, my name is Monica Kurtz, and I am the current teacher for the Comprehensive Life Skills class at Bond Middle School in Reno. It's an urban setting, Title I school. I have 7th and 8th graders and approximately 11 students with various diagnoses. And this is my disposition to teach video. And number one is, what dispositions do I possess that I feel make me a successful teacher? I think maybe one of the number one things is that I have really high expectations of my students. I refuse to let the label of their diagnosis define them. And I think a lot of times, once a child has a label put to them, that people's expectations, lower for them. And I am a firm believer that the label does not define you. It does not define what you can do, and it doesn't define what you can achieve. And I think instilling this in students is one of the most important things. They need to believe in themselves, and they need to know that their teacher believes in them. And I hold them accountable. Just because they were told at some point they can't do something doesn't mean that they can't do it. And I think that is a really valuable thing to have as a teacher. I also believe that I don't know everything, and that my way is not the best way, and I need to be flexible and know that there's always some way to improve myself and how I do things. And be flexible in that aspect. And it's like teaching, or what to teach, how to do stuff, things like that. And I also feel I have a pretty good understanding of my students' needs and how to kind of go about approaching that need. Because not everyone fits in the box that is education. Not everyone is going to learn the same way. Not everyone is going to get things the same way. So understanding that allows me to plan and adjust stuff as needed. So I think those things combine make me pretty successful. And the other thing that I feel that I have is super important is a sense of humor. I have used humor numerous times to get through difficult social behavior issues in my classroom. I think that being able to laugh at yourself, and I think that being able to get other people to laugh at themselves as well, is very, very valuable. And once you start laughing, it's really hard to be mad and angry. So I employ that a lot. Number two is, what do I need to work on once I start teaching? I'm kind of finding I need to work on not getting frustrated at procedural and protocol things that are through the district. For example, my district I work for tends to change stuff a lot, protocol and how to do things. And so I would go to a training, I would learn how to do it, I would come back, and then the next training it's something different. So that has been a little bit challenging for me, doing that as far as that goes. Number three is, what does a professional educator look like? And I don't really have, I think there's no like standard of what teachers look like. I have blue hair and I have tattoos and my nose is pierced, but that doesn't make me a bad teacher. I think that as long as you present yourself in a professional way, you carry yourself in a professional way, and you behave in a respectful manner of everybody, and that you always feel the need to improve yourself, I think those are good qualities. And I think you need to be also very flexible in your own thoughts and your own belief system, and be able to look at yourself and go, maybe it wasn't right. Maybe I didn't consider that. To incorporate different aspects into this schema that you hold is very important. And the standards that I think teachers guide themselves in, I think first and foremost, it has to be the federal one and the state one and your school one, because that's mandated. But I think within those standards, there's enough flexibility to inject your own personal style and your own personal beliefs and your own personal way of doing things. So that is my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you very much.